awakening much of the Midwest and Northeast. What a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Room here to run. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. They'll run with ETN. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
McGuire's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Nagar's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Etienne up the middle. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He completes it to Beckham. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Got it. Hey, exit. Hey, orbit.
Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's a give to Etienne. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Change it. Hey, middle. Middle. Hey, report.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to... Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
62 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
ETN once more. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
8 yards to go on second down.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 57 yards.
And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson.
They're able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll get it in.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Lawrence.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Another toe for Etienne.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
A handoff for Etienne.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Etienne.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Nagar's kick is good. That will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Jackson. That is caught. Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jackson to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches that wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Bond on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but she leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready,